Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm back. We're going to do the Halloween special, which is going to be 5 albums which I feel represent Halloween or my top 5 Halloween albums. But before we get into it, let me show like this little short video. I found some old footage on my computer of this Halloween that we celebrated. It was 4 years ago, and we were the band Kiss. I was Gene Simmons. So let's take a look at my transformation.
Mira, mi amor, ahí queríamos blancura. A ver, mamá, deja. Estoy bien feliz hoy. Voy a ir.
Mi abuelita es un robot.
No tenías.
And I'm back. So it's Halloween. Probably not the best Halloween due to COVID. It's going to be a little dialed down this year. But I'd like to do this video. We're going to do the 5 Halloween albums that I chose, my favorite albums I felt that represent Halloween. So let's get right into it. At number 5, this is an alternative metal album. Let's take a look. So I'm starting off this list with the master of horror movies, Rob Zombie. This is his debut solo album after leaving the band White Zombie. It was released August 25th, 1998. The style is a mixture of industrial metal and shock rock. The most notable track is Dragula. It's from that old TV show, The Munsters. They had this vehicle and it was called Dragula. Now, the opening line of the song is taken from a 1960 British horror film named City of the Dead. The song is a mixture of industrial metal and alternative metal. Another notable track is Living Dead Girl. This music video is like really creepy. It's about like a sideshow and he's showing off this like young zombie girl as an attraction. This song is named after a 1982 French film, La Mort Vivante. Hopefully I pronounced that right. The intro is taken from a trailer of a 1972 movie, also called Last House on the Left. And the intro features the line, "Who is this irresistible creature who has an insatiable love for the dead?" And this was sampled from the Italian horror film Lady Frankenstein in 1971. Okay, let's go to the next track. The band is Helloween. They have a really extensive catalog. I'm not the biggest fan, but this album is great. I love this album from them. The album is Keeper of the Seven Keys Part 2. I found that this album was better than the Part 1, which is why I chose it. It was released in 1988. The album ranked on the top 10 power metal list by Metal Hammer magazine. The album is a good listen all the way through, but the two most notable tracks are I Want Out and Dr. Stein. I Want Out was played often on the Headbangers Ball in the late 80s. It's a classic power metal song and has a guitar riff reminiscent of Iron Maiden. Dr. Stein is a long song. It's a little bluesy, but it's definitely a really great song. This next artist is someone I've covered a lot on my channel. Let's take a look. The album is Raise Your Fist and Yell by Alice Cooper. Now, almost any Alice Cooper album would be a good pick here for Halloween, but this one has a little more of a horror tone to it. It has the track Prince of Darkness, which appeared in a John Carpenter horror film. Alice Cooper also had a minor role in this film. The track Lock Me Up has a guest appearance by Robert Englund, who played Freddy Krueger in the Nightmare on Elm Street series. This album has a metal edge, one of my favorites of his entire catalog. Next is another band known for their shock rock. One of my favorites. I've covered them also on my channel. You can check them out in my videos. Take a look. The name of the band is Twisted Sister, and the album is Stay Hungry. I almost went with their first album. It was a little more raw, but I decided to go with this one because it includes a two-part song called Horror-Teria. Now, this song was the inspiration for Dee Snider's horror film called Strangeland, which was released in 1998. In this movie, Dee Snider plays the role of Captain Howdy in the film, which is also part of the song. And I also chose this album. It has the song Burn in Hell. It's a very dark and heavy song. This is probably their best of their catalog, in my opinion. So if you've never listened to it, it's a good one to check out. This next band I'm going to talk about is an American power metal band. I haven't talked about them on my channel yet. They are sometimes considered the American Iron Maiden. So let's take a look. The name of the band is Iced Earth. The album is Horror Show. This is their 6th studio album, and it was released on June 26, 2001. It's a concept album based on classic monsters and horror movie icons. It includes Dracula, Frankenstein, The Phantom. Now, this album is considered Iced Earth's only straightforward power metal album. It has maybe a little of a thrash influence from the band's earlier works, though. The song Dracula includes the line, "The blood is the life," which is a quote from the Bible, Deuteronomy 12:23. However, most people think it was lifted from the 1992 version of Bram Stoker's Dracula, which also features that line. As in Dracula, many lyrics are straight from the movies they were inspired by. For example, by the end of the song Damien, there's a section where John Schaefer has a reversed voice, repeats the message that's also in the middle silent section of the song. So if you play the song backwards, you can really hear the true message. Okay, that's it. Let me know down there in the comments section if you would like to add any other albums. What are your Halloween favorites? If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I upload almost every day. I do rock and metal reviews. I do rankings. I do a lot more things associated with rock and metal. As I mentioned in my last video, this is a holiday weekend, Halloween, Dia de los Muertos, and it's election night, going to be on next Tuesday. I'm thinking of doing a tribute to rockers we've lost. That would be for the Day of the Dead, as I just said. And something for election night. I haven't figured it out yet. Also, I like to do new releases on the weekend, or over the weekend, I'm sorry. So I'm going to be doing the new one from Witch Hazel and the new one from Blackstone Cherry. So definitely stay tuned for that. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching. And remember, keep rocking. Hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, you can please subscribe. There's a button down there somewhere, or I think it's over there. I got some videos. That one's pretty cool there. And that one you got to definitely check out. So see you all later.